Small cottage backpacking gear vendors should never have a sale. And that should be okay. What is going on, friends? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Rob Pelton, and on my channel, I do some cool stuff outside. As I jump into today's video and share my own thoughts about the opening statement, I really need to share some powerful words and thoughts that UGQ recently wrote. For those who don't know, UGQ is a Michigan-based small cottage manufacturer of top quilts. And they're the top quilts that me and my partner Janelle use every single night for our life on the road. And I also believe that their words don't just speak specifically to UGQ, but I think the words are really speaking to the whole cottage industry as a whole. And their words really hit me kind of hard. So some of the small manufacturers, some of the small cottage vendors that I use their gear constantly would be UGQ was one of them. I use a lot of stuff from Hilltop Packs, which is a Pennsylvania-based, cottage gear company. The Superior Gear hammock company, and they're based right out of Minnesota. So not only them, but for the myriad of the small cottage manufacturers out there, and a lot of those manufacturers, those cottage makers, you can find on garagegrowngear.com. And this message is for what it really means to value craftsmanship more so than just chasing deals. So I want to read this to you. It's a little lengthy, but please hang in there. And then afterwards, I will share my own thoughts as well. And remember, this was written and put out by UGQ, the owner-operators, Chad and Brittany. So if you're watching, these are your words, and I really do think they're powerful. Hey, friends. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about something that's been weighing on me pretty heavily. Somewhere along the way, paying full price started to feel like losing, like we missed the deal, like we didn't play the game right. Everywhere we look, big brands are screaming 40% off or limited time only, training us to believe that value only exists when it's marked down. And the truth is, it works. It's brilliant marketing. But it's also what's killing small makers, one flash sale at a time. Because behind every big box discount, there's a cost. Corners cut, materials swapped, people underpaid, and quality forgotten. It's a system built to move product, not to make something worth owning. At UGQ, we finally made the choice to step away from that world. We stopped pretending that a handmade, small batch quilt should compete with mass-produced sleeping bags that ship in 24 hours and that falls apart in 2 seasons. That choice has consequences. It means slower months, it means harder conversations, but it also means we get to stand for something real, for craftsmanship, fairness, and pride in what we make. Consumerism didn't start out broken. It was built on the idea that more people could access more things. And that's not all bad. But somewhere along the way, the focus shifted. Big corporations realized they could make more by making less that lasts. Products became disposable, prices became bait. Marketing became manipulation, teaching us that happiness could be bought in 2 clicks and free shipping. We've been conditioned to crave the rush of the deal instead of the reward of work. The thrill of saving a few bucks replaced the pride of owning something made to last. And that mindset has left both sides, makers and buyers, worse off. Because every time we chase the lowest price, we push real craftsmanship further out of reach. We tell small businesses that integrity doesn't matter as much as urgency. We tell our kids that when something breaks, you don't fix it, you just buy another one. If that cycle keeps spinning, the small shops will fade out. We don't want to play the race to the bottom anymore. We want to build the idea that full price is actually fair price. That paying a maker what their work is worth isn't losing, it's how we all win. That's the real value we're trying to protect. Not just the product, but the process. When you buy from a small shop, you're not just getting gear, you're preserving the knowledge, the skill, and the humanity that went into it. You're helping keep alive the belief system that slow, careful work still matters in a world obsessed with fast and cheap. So if you ever see a slash price and feel that rush, the one that says now's the time to buy, just remember that system wasn't built for people like us. It was built to keep us buying things we don't need instead of investing in things that last. We're doing it differently. And if you've been with us this far, you already are too. Thanks for being a part of a small corner of the outdoor world that still believes in value over volume. This isn't just business for us. It's a belief system. The people behind the machines will hang up their tools, and the artistry, care, and patience it takes to make something by hand will disappear right along with them. And those words, I couldn't agree with more. This isn't just about quilts, packs, and hammocks. This is about every small shop that chose integrity over shortcuts. And every time you support them, you're keeping real craftsmanship alive. Gear built with pride, not just out for profit. So whether it's a quilt from UGQ, a custom food bag from Hilltop Packs, or even a hammock from Superior Gear, paying full price isn't losing. And remember, full price is fair price. It's what keeps makers making, and it keeps the outdoor community strong. And at the end of the day, we all get to decide, do we want disposable gear, or do we want to invest true craftsmanship worth owning? I know where I stand, and I am proud to stand with these makers. For me, I am trying to shift my everyday life and even my recreation, like backpacking, into something more sustainable. Quality gear that's built to last, quality gear that can be repaired, not just the disposable stuff. So if you have any questions about this message, if you have any thoughts about the words that UGQ, Chad and Brittany shared, let's start that conversation down in the comment area below this video. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. I just know for me, we love supporting the small cottage vendors because I believe that's where true innovation lies. I appreciate you sticking with me, appreciate you watching, and I hope you get outside. I hope you find your own adventures and enjoy this big, beautiful world. And I will see you on the trail. Thank you.